linear inequalities. They'll ask you, we have done showing inequalities on the number line. Now we are going to show them in a Cartesian plane. So this horizontal line, we call it the x-axis. The vertical line, we call it the y-axis, right? So with that being said, now this is where our 0 is. On the right here, these are the positive numbers of x, negative numbers of x, positive numbers of the y-axis, and negative numbers of the y-axis are there. So now they've asked us to show on a number line x is greater than -2. You go to your line -2, you go to where -2 is, and then you are going to draw a dotted line. The reason why you draw a dotted line is because -2 is not part of the solution. The x values are greater than -2. Since our values are greater than -2, it simply means that the unwanted region in this case, the things that we do not want, they are this side, okay? So when you're showing it on a Cartesian plane, you'll be required to shade the unwanted region. So x is greater than -2, you draw the line at -2, and then you shade this side. We always shade the unwanted region, right? But then the second question says the x values are actually less than or equal to 2. Less than or equal to 2, you go on your 2 and you're going to draw a solid line. A solid line simply means that your 2 is also part of the solution, it's included. But the question says x, it's less than or equal to 2. Since it is less than or equal to 2, so we don't want values that are above 2. So we are going to shade the unwanted values, and these are the values this side, okay? Then our last question, where they said we must draw y is greater or equal to 2. For y is greater or equal to 2, we come greater or equal to. So it means we are going to draw a solid horizontal line because we are on the y-axis now. So on the y-axis, we're just going to draw a solid line at 2 like that. It's going to be a horizontal line. And they said our values for y are the ones greater or equals to 2, meaning we want the values that are above 2 like that, okay? So we are going to shade at the bottom. This will be our unwanted region. Take note where I'm shading from, all the way from there, you know, to show that this whole region, we don't want it, okay? I hope you guys are following. I hope we are together on this one. So this is how we show these inequalities on a Cartesian plane. But then we have cases where they bring the diagram already drawn for us and they want us to be able to interpret it, which is something very easy. It's very, very easy. Once you understood how to draw it, you'll be able as well to interpret it. So now, let's say they bring us a question like this. They sketch their Cartesian plane. They sketch their Cartesian plane like this. You know, it's always in a T form. This is the X, that's the Y. Maybe they draw a solid line like that, then they put a Y. Okay. Then maybe they shade this side like that. So we know that the shaded region is the unwanted region. So we have the X value and a 1. So now, if this is the unwanted region, and the unwanted region has got the values of X that are greater than 1. Okay? So all these numbers that are this side, they are greater than 1. So in other terms, the X values, they are less than or equal to 1. This is the unwanted region. We don't want any value that is above 1. So it means X values are less than or equal to 1. Or a question can come, here it's a 3. Or maybe, let me make it dotted. And then they shade at the top there. We're having a dotted line on our y is equal to 3. And the unwanted region is for the values that are greater than 3. So this inequality there is going to be y, it's less than 3. We want the values of y that are less than 3. Not less than or equal to, because the line is what? It's a dotted line, okay? Or we can have a question with a solid line here at -5. A solid line -5, and then let's say the shade down here like that. I hope you guys are following. they shared down there. So meaning to say they've shared values, all the values that are less than what? Minus 5. Okay, so here our y value is greater or equal to minus 5. Our y value is greater or equal to minus 5, because at the bottom here all the numbers are going to be less than minus 5, right? So this is how we would interpret graphic linear inequalities. See you on our next videos, where we are going to be sketching inequalities with two variables, where we're having the y and the x in the same question, not separate like how it is here. Okay.